Hello guys, you know that the Black Stars are ready for their game against Comoros on Sunday. Coach Otto has already prepared his first 11, his starting 11 for that crucial game against Comoros tomorrow. We understand that Mohamed Kudus will not be available for that particular game. Scratch that, I'm just kidding. Mohamed Kudus will be in the starting 11 for the Black Stars of Ghana as they take on Comoros in the game, the final game in Group I for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The only player who may not feature in that game is Elisha Owusu. The midfielder, according to Coach Otto, has a knock and will be assessed in the upcoming hours, in the next few hours, to decide whether it will be safe for him to feature in that particular game against Comoros. But yes, our best players from the last game against the Central African Republic are all fit and ready to feature, according to Coach Otto, who has prepared his starting 11 for the game against Comoros. We have also been monitoring the Black Stars since their big win on Wednesday against the Central African Republic. We will give you our predicted starting 11 of the Black Stars. This includes Benjamin Asari, who will be imposed for the Black Stars, the back four, which will be including the center backs, Mohamed Salisu and Alexander Jiku. The two rock of defenders will be in the Black Stars starting 11. In the midfield, Thomas Partey, his partnership with Qualifiers in that game against the Central African Republic was just super. The two players will partner once again in midfield for the Black Stars when Ghana takes on Comoros on Sunday. And then when you go to the attack, Antoine Semenyo did not have a very good game against the Central African Republic. He could have scored in that game. In fact, he should have scored in that game. He couldn't score. Is Coach Otto going to still stick with him in the game against Comoros? I'll tell you why. There will be a change in that position as the video progresses. Mohamed Kudus was a joy to watch against the Central African Republic. Just like Jordan Ayew, 1 goal, 2 assists. Fantastic. He's the best player when it comes to the World Cup qualifiers currently across the world. Jordan Ayew has been unplayable in the World Cup qualifiers. He'll be captain of the Black Stars tomorrow, as well as a player, Addo Isaku, who will also be starting for the Black Stars of Ghana, God willing, tomorrow. So the starting 11 of the Black Stars currently is ready. We will tell you more in this update. This is Kickoff Central TV. If it's your first time watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for making the time to watch us. Please leave a like, comment with your score prediction. Ghana versus Comoros. In our last game, we beat Central African Republic by 5 goals to 0. How many can the Black Stars score at home at the Accra Sports Stadium against Comoros tomorrow? Predict the scoreline and then put it in the comment section. For Kickoff Central TV, we are predicting a 3-0 victory for Ghana against Comoros. Antoine Semenyo, player to score for the Black Stars, and then we'll get 2 goals from 2 other players. How would that sound for you? If you are having any different thoughts, feel free to leave your score prediction in the comment section for me. Share the video, help us to get it to as many people as possible, and make sure you subscribe to Kickoff Central TV. Help us to grow the channel to become one of the best, and also tell us how we can serve you and save you better. Without wasting much time, let's get into it and give you the predicted starting 11 of the Black Stars for Ghana's game against the Central African Republic. In post, Benjamin Asari, for life is for life. Big Shatter fan. New haircut for the Hearts of Oak goalkeeper. He has tattooed the SM symbol on his head. Benjamin Asari will be imposed for the Black Stars. In defense, we are going with the 4-2-3-1 formation. 4-2-3-1 formation. On paper, that will be the default formation of the Black Stars. So Benjamin Asari imposed. Gideon Mensah will be starting for us. Alexander Jiku, Mohamed Salisu, and Kaldabi Juenchi, the teenager, has been a force in that right back position. In midfield, we will have Thomas Partey and Quasizibo playing as the 2 midfielders, just sitting in front of the defenders and then giving a push to the Black Stars attackers when they move forward. In attack, we are going to have Mohamed Kudus, Abdul Fattah Isaku. There is a question mark on Antoine Semenyo because in that particular game against Central African Republic, Antoine Semenyo could not shine. He was the only attacker on the day who could not do enough for the Black Stars to earn a lot of praise from Ghanaians who watched the game. But are things going to change for him? Is Coach Otto going to be bold enough to change Antoine Semenyo, send him to the bench and bring in another player? I think there's a possibility, but it wouldn't happen Coach Otto will still stick to Antoine Semenyo. For me, if you look at how Joseph Pinto played when he came on for the Black Stars, and in this game that we are going against Comoros, if there is a bold coach, if our coach was very bold and was an experienced coach and was a coach who was a top coach, he would change Antoine Semenyo and then maybe bring him from the bench, because his impact on the wings on the day was not very, very effective. Joseph Pinto, who had limited minutes to play in the second half, was able to make a good impact off the bench, providing the assist for Kamaldeen Sulemana's first ever goal for the Black Stars, and then helping out to secure that big victory against the Central African Republic. But Coach Otto is not there. We say you don't change a winning team. So Coach Otto will stick to Antoine Semenyo in the attack alongside Mohamed Kudus, Abdul Fattah Isaku, and then Jordan Ayew. So this is the starting 11 that Coach Otto will be using in the game against the Comoros national team. Let me just sum it up for you. Black Stars starting 11 for the game against Comoros. This is our predicted starting 11 after monitoring the Black Stars in their training sessions in the last few days, taking into consideration that the Black Stars lost to Comoros in the first meeting of this particular qualifier. So how will Coach Otto set up his team? Goalkeeper Benjamin Asari will be imposed for the Black Stars. He will be protected by a back four that would include Gideon Mensah, Caleb Jirenchi, Mohamed Salisu, and Alexander Jiku. The four defenders will be protected by a midfield two that will be made up of Thomas Tepate and Kwesi Zibo. And then we will have an attack that will be made up of Abdul Fattah Isahaku, Mohamed Kudus, and Antoine Semenyo. And then the only number 9, the sole striker for the Black Stars tomorrow, will be Captain Jordan Ayew. Tell me, what do you think of this starting 11? It will be an unchanged starting 11 from that game against the Central African Republic. Against Central African Republic, we were able to score 5 with the help of other players who came from the bench, including the likes of Kamaldeen Sulemana, Joseph Pinto. Will they be able to come in the second half to make the same impact? What will be the score prediction of the Black Stars versus Comoros if you are to go by this starting 11? If you think this starting 11 is not good at all and you want Coach Otto to make some changes to the national team for the game against Comoros tomorrow, feel free, let us know which player should go to the bench and which player should come from the bench and start that game for the Black Stars of Ghana against Comoros tomorrow. We'll be happy to hear from you in the comment section. Now, some people will be asking, how can the Black Stars qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup? It's very simple. Don't lose to Comoros. If you're even going to lose to Comoros, don't lose by a big scoreline. Because if you look at the current standings in Group I, the Black Stars have their fate in their own hands. Like Coach Addo said at the pre-match press conference, Ghana has been blessed to be in a very safe position heading into the last game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Why would Coach Otto say so? Because if you look at how the group is ahead of the final game of the qualifiers, it would take magic, it would take a miracle, it would take something extraordinary, it would take something supernatural for the Black Stars not to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. In Group I, Ghana are top after 9 games. We have 22 points. Madagascar are second. They have 19 points. 3-point difference. We scored Madagascar earlier when we met them. It means that we have an advantage over Madagascar. Now, Madagascar can still qualify ahead of Ghana if we decide that we are going to lose 5-0 to Comoros tomorrow, and Madagascar in their final game of the qualifiers are going to win by at least 4-0. If that happens, then it means the dynamics will change. The dynamics will change because goal difference-wise, Madagascar will be ahead of Ghana. They will move to first because they will also have 22 points, but with a plus of 1 goal, and our goals will not matter because at the moment we have a plus of 8 goals. But if you concede 5 against Comoros tomorrow and Madagascar are able to score 4, it means they will also have more goals than us, and that will mean that our goal difference that is giving us the advantage will be cancelled out. But let's say we just draw against Comoros. It means we will have 23 points. Even if Madagascar win their final game, they are going to have 22 points. And it will mean that the Black Stars are still through to the qualifier. They are still through and would have qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So it's very simple. The Black Stars are playing at home. Let's just meet them at the Accra Sports Stadium tomorrow. Let's support them. Let's put pressure on Comoros. Let's make sure that even if the Black Stars, let's say it wouldn't happen, but even if the Black Stars have the poorest of days, they will not lose that game by 5 goals, 4 goals. They will not even lose that game. Let's just hope that the Black Stars, at least if they are going to get the worst result, that worst result will be us drawing against Comoros, but not losing to them. If you're able to draw, if you are just able to maintain the pressure, play around, if you're able to just keep Comoros away from scoring, and we are able to pick up that crucial point, we are qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But like many Ghanaians will want, in the last 2 games that Ghana has played against Comoros, it's been bad result after bad results. They have beaten us in our last 2 games against them. In our last encounter against them, it was very, very painful. Earlier in the World Cup qualifiers, they are the only side that has beaten the Black Stars of Ghana in the current World Cup qualifiers. So if they beat us in their backyard, and they are now in our backyard at the Accra Sports Stadium tomorrow, it means we have a very good opportunity to also beat them. And like every Ghanaian will want to see, this is our final game of the World Cup qualifiers. Let's end on a good note. Let's send a message to other opponents out there that the Black Stars, yes, have not been at their best in the last few years, but the Black Stars are still a force to reckon with when it comes to football on the African continent. Tomorrow's game will be played at the Accra Sports Stadium. It is Sunday night football at 7 p.m. Let's all go and support the Black Stars. Yes, and yes, you can watch the game on on Kickoff Central TV. We will bring you the game live on our channel. So stick and stay. Continue watching Kickoff Central TV. Like the video, leave a comment in the comment section. Your score prediction. You can also feel free to tell me where you are watching us from. And then subscribe to our channel and share the video. Help us to get it to as many people as possible. Until I come your way again, stay safe and look sharp. Bye-bye.